Richie Dotson from Acoustic Box LLC, Chesterfield County, Virginia, the Richmond area. You can find us on the web at acousticbox.com. What do we have here? Well, this is a Lloyd Loar signed Gibson F-5 master model from 1923. You can find, I think it's 54 or 55 high definition photographs of this if you'll go to acousticbox.com/Loar, Loar. And we'll upload these so that you can see them. If you happen to be logging on or watching this video the day I uploaded it, I might go to lunch first. But anyway, this is the real article, and this is 1923, born without a Verzi, and we had it here for a fairly significant problem. Parts of 1923 and maybe others. This black stripe underneath the fingerboard, where you see the single black stripe, there was a pressure dyed piece of either poplar or another wood, and the pressure dyeing itself rendered these, at least eventually. This is 98 years old as of the filming of this, and it's a beautiful Gibson example up there. The original tuners, one of the buttons has a bit of a crack in it. And you can see much more details in the photographs that I will upload. Some of the Loars didn't have real pretty sides. They had, pretty good looking backs. This one has really good looking curl in the sides as well. And they're just gorgeous. But they're not only gorgeous, there's a reason that they're highly sought after for their balance and power. And of course, not every vintage instrument's going to perform like every other vintage instrument. They all have their own personalities. Let me back up a little bit. That black stripe is actually a separate piece. It's glued to both the underside of the fingerboard and to the top side of the neck. And it had deteriorated to the point that I could stick a 1.5 thousandths feeler gauge. That's 0.0015, 1.5 thousandths of an inch, all the way through without it bending, because a 1.5 thousandths feeler gauge is very flexible. And so we knew we had an issue. And it came in for some fret work. Well, we did wind up refretting the board, but not until we had solved that problem. So with hot hide glue and CNC born jigs and clamping calls, we were able to make an ebony underlayment there instead of something that was less substantial or less well, just say worthy, this, so that became the black stripe. And of course, we had to get the holes here. For those of you who know, this is the original pickguard too, and there are two pins that protrude into it and then into the fingerboard itself. And just under that layer and into the tongue extension, or the Florida, if you will, I think some people call it. Turn it around here so you can see some. There we go. So she's just a great little mandolin. I wish I played mandolin better. Couple of things I'm not used to. I'm not used to that. And the pickguard doesn't bother me any, so I think I kind of dig the pickguard. I have to think about that. But it's fun. So, 1923. Loar, signed Lloyd Loar. Please, let's not mistake this for the Chinese imports named Loar. Not the same. So, but they're fun too. And I've got a hold of a couple of those that weren't too terrible. Not too bad. So, again, fun to get to handle these and play these and work on these. So fingerboard corrected, reinstalled, frets, nut, mother of pearl nut on these. I do think the bone, well, I know because I've done this, the bone actually imparts more fuller, deeper body, but this is so balanced anyway. It's really hard to, you know, unless it had a Verzi, and those do sound a little different. A little mid-range punch, I guess, but everything else is sort of subdued or muted. And Will Maddox, idol of American youth, actually fitted this bridge. It had some gaps under it, so we got a nice, perfect fit. I have never worked with anyone who was better at fitting mandolin bridges and fretting stuff. He's like Magic Man. Anyway, take a piece. Thanks for watching. When I get these vintage pieces in, I try to take advantage of them because, you know, they don't make any more. And this is a really fine, great condition example, except for that little issue. But that issue caused a lot of these fingerboards to fall off. I'm not even sure how this thing was up to pitch. And it certainly couldn't be played everywhere like you can now. And nice low action. All right, subscribe to this channel if you like. We'll try to share these rare vintage instruments as we get them in and are able to. And if you like seeing these things, hit the little bell notification button. I know this is running on close to 9.5 minutes, and I normally try to keep these shorter, but feel free to log on to acousticbox.com/Loar and take a look at some good high-quality photographs of this. You can also find me on Facebook and find the same thing. You can look up either Richie Dotson, RICHIE-DOTSON, or Acoustic Box, and you'll be able to find me easily enough. And thanks for watching. We really appreciate y'all's company, and check us out next time. All right, thanks.